Yes. So we have done in a last lecture register and program counter, right? So what we are doing, we have started with the microcomputer system, which is nothing but made up of input output device, memory, and microprocessor. So now what we are doing, we are going inside the processor, and we are understanding the blocks which are there in microprocessor, right? So in that, the first and the very important block was registers. So we have seen which registers last time.
A B,
ALU.
A and B.
Very good.
Accumulator.
Very good. So we have seen A and B register, which is A is also called as accumulator. So A and B register, we have seen that key we can use simply those sorry, those register to store the data, right? So what about the size of the register? Size of the register?
8-bit.
8 bit.
Yeah, 8-bit register. So see, size of the register is nothing but what defines that how many bit of data can be stored in that register. If I talk about that the register is 8-bit, that means it can store 8-bit of data, right? If the register size is 16-bit, then it can store 16-bit of data. Mainly the register size and ALU size is mostly common, mostly same. Sorry, what is ALU?
Arithmetic logic unit.
Part of micro.
Yes, it is nothing but arithmetic and logic unit, which is nothing but doing mainly all operations.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So arithmetic and logical operations are done by ALU. So देखो ALU का whatever is the size, right? See, it can do 8-bit of operation. Suppose if I say ALU is 8-bit, that means it can do 8-bit of operation. But ALU is going to do the addition or subtraction or multiplication, whatever operation, it is going to use two registers. As we have written in a last lecture, add A comma B. That means A comma B is nothing but what? It is going to add A and B. So see, basically the content of A and B is going to add. So if it is going to add the content of A and B, right? So the size of ALU and the size of the registers are related.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So that is nothing but what? Register. Then we have seen program counter, right? Can anyone tell me what is program counter?
Program
It
counter contain
Address
addresses of
of
next
next
contains
instruction.
next
instruction.
instruction to execute.
Very good. Address of the next instruction, the register which is going to store the address of a next instruction, right? So the register which is going to store the address of the next instruction to be executed, program counter, is very important. Acha, program counter is not storing data. Program counter is storing address.
Address.
Right? Program counter is storing address. So program counter is not storing data, it is storing address. So then again the program counter size. See, program counter, what it is indicating, what will be the see all our instructions or programs are written in a memory. Okay, see what I said. What is program? What is program?
Set of instructions.
Yeah, program is nothing but set of instructions, and those set of instructions, Mayank, is written for some specific use,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So program is nothing but what? See, I can say program is nothing but what? In another language, I can say ki whatever I want to do, okay, whatever operation I want to do. So that operation is nothing but what? Written in terms of program, right? I want to do addition, I want to solve some expression. So those expressions are nothing but what? Written in terms of program?
Yes, ma'am.
Sam. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So processor understands only the language of instructions, right? So that is program. and which instruction, and this program is written in a memory. Okay, this program is written in a memory or stored in a memory. So if when the processor wants to execute this program, then the processor is going to read the instruction from the memory. So if right now processor is executing one instruction, the program counter indicates what will be executed next. If suppose karo, if my program is executing from 4000 location onwards, suddenly if I change the content of a program counter to 6000, what will happen?
Next, it will go to that
Ma'am,
address.
whatever will be.
Yeah, so program will jump to that address, right? So see, PC indicate is nothing but what? PC is indicating what the next instruction will be executed. So 4000 onwards वो work कर रहा था, but suddenly I have changed the program counter to 4000, 6000. So what will happen? We know that it will move to the address what is content in PC. So so program will start executing from 6000. So that means, can I say program counter is changing the flow of a program,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
So that is about what we have done in the last lecture, right? So now we'll start what we want to do next, right? Now I'm just sharing the PPT, just see whether it is visible or not. Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Before see, every time we should revise because we have to buy out these things, right? So what is course objective? Achha, what is the difference between objective and outcome?
Objective is expected from teachers and outcome is from students.
Very good, right? Very good, right? Objective, what I am going to decide, ki that is my objective, and outcome is nothing but what students will be able to do, right? After I'll be teaching, so after that you will be able to do, right? So for this chapter, what we have started with, my objective is to understand the basic component of the microcomputer based system, right? So what we are talking is nothing but processor ke andar ka hi we are talking, no? Right? So that is my course objective. And what is the outcome? So after this chapter is finished, then you will be able to understand and examine the elements of the microprocessor based system. You will be able to compare registers, different registers. You will be able to understand what are the different terms which are used in a memory, what are the different concept of interrupt, stack, right? So everyone,
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
you have to remember which objective and CO is going on. So this is my first. Now, what we want to cover today means in coming lectures are instruction execution, interrupt, stack operation, subroutine, and reset. These are we are going to cover. Now, first I'm starting with instruction execution, right? See, we have seen program counter. Now, first of all, now see, this is an instruction. Move A comma B, or see, there are many instructions, but I'm using a very simplest one which is more interpretable for you, right? Now move A comma B and add A comma B. What is the function of the first instruction is?
Move
A
content
from-
B to A.
yeah, move the content of B in A, right? So this is nothing but what? A move operation. Can I say in this move operation I can have an instruction like move B comma A also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference?
Content of A will be moved to B.
Yes, content of A will be moved to B, right? So you can understand, see, in this instruction both are move, both are move, but here can I say source and destination is changed in both the instruction,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
right? Are you
Yes, ma'am.
understanding the word as source and destination? This is a source B from where I'm moving, and this A is nothing but my destination. Barabar? Now this is, so here the source is A and destination is B, whereas over here source is B and destination is A, right? So can I say there should be some, see Abhi, when I write, see this instruction, when I'm writing move or add, these are called as assembly language programming, or I'm using instructions. So this is called as assembly language programming. Okay, this is called as assembly language programming. But can the processor can understand move A comma B? When I'll write move A comma B, so inside the processor, isn't move A comma B will go?
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
my machine code.
Yeah,
It
very
will
good.
understand digital.
Yes, it will understand only digital code, right? So instead of, see, I told you, right, program will be stored in a memory. So what will happen in a program? What will be stored, right? See, these instructions are having some codes. These instructions are having some codes. Those codes are called as opcodes. It is called as operational codes, right? Opcode is a short form of, like, opcode is a main, see, move A comma B, move B comma A, add A comma B. So this is nothing but what these instructions will be understood by the processor only by this opcode. I hope this opcode is clear. So opcode is nothing but what a code for that instruction. Okay, move A comma B, and see, now you can imagine ki every controller is having their own instruction set. Matlab, see, this instruction when I'm writing, this is the instruction for 8051. ARM7 is having different instruction set. If I'll go for 8086 processor, it is having different instruction set. So all these processors are having different instruction set, and they have their own code. Is it clear? Designer has decided what the codes are, what the opcodes are. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
That
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
not deciding, right? In some of the processors, like, see, 8085 processor tha, usme fixed hota tha, right? If I see 8051, opcode is fixed. But in some of the processor, opcodes are also calculated. Like 8086 mein opcode ka calculation bhi hota tha. That was a bit difficult, right? But it was there. So, but the thing is, opcode is there. See, this opcode is for machine, and this assembly, this instructions is for us, right? Because we can understand this is readable for us, na? That's why, right? So these are nothing but what instruction, and it is identified by the opcode. Okay. Now, if it is opcode, abhi dekho. Now what will happen? I have set of so suppose I'm writing move. Now I'm introducing one new thing over here. क्या न्यू डाला मैंने?
Hash.
Yes.
Anyone is knowing what is the
मैम
meaning?
आपने एड्रेस लिखा है डायरेक्ट.
Address. थोड़ा सा उल्टा बोल रहा हूँ.
मैम नंबर.
Yes, correct. See, this is nothing but an instruction. Okay. Abhi this instruction, now I have introduced hash word. See, this hash alphabet, this symbol is nothing but whenever a hash is written in front of this data, right? This indicates that this is a number. This is a data, right? This is a number. For example, if I'll write move A comma 05H. When I write this instruction, this means that after execution of this instruction, what will happen? The content of A will become 05. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
When I'll write this instruction, the meaning is, see, we write like this. What is the meaning of this? This is nothing but what? See, 05 is nothing but what? A memory location. हमने एड्रेस किया था ना, एड्रेस ऑफ अ मेमोरी लोकेशन याद है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is nothing but what? 8-bit address, and the content of 05 location will be moved to A. Are you understanding? So here is a memory. Here is a memory starting with the address as 00H. तो यहाँ पे 00 हो गया, 01, 02, 03, right? So in this way, here we'll have 05. So what will happen? On 05, whatever is the content, that will be moved in A. Is it clear to all of
A.
you?
Yes,
किसी को
ma'am.
doubt
Yes,
है
ma'am.
इसमें?
Yes, ma'am.
So if anyone is having doubts, so please you can stop in between, no problem, right? But please keep these things very clear. See, these are the very basic concepts. I'm not telling you कि you'll understand 100%, but as you'll move ahead, you'll understand by definitely 100%. So this is a program. Okay, so I hope this hash is clear to you. Hash is a data. Whenever hash is written, it is a data. Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
now this move A comma 05H. Now, see this program I'll be writing in my notebook. Okay. Even I can write even all this. Sorry. This is nothing but what a program. Now this program must be written in a memory. Right, this program is written in a memory. Now, so what will be written in a memory? See, move A comma उसको नहीं समझता है, right? So on 4000, what will be written? See, move A comma 05H is for me, for you, right? But not for the machine. So what will happen? Yes, even though we'll write a program, right? We can in a compiler, we are going to write this program as it is. But internally, if you check on 4000, what you will get?
Opcode.
Very good. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So on 4000, you will get opcode for move A comma data. On 4001, you will get 05. Are you understanding? On
Yes,
4002, means I'm coming over here. You will get
Opcode.
opcode.
Oh, good.
You will get opcode for move B comma 02. See, can I say move A or move B? दोनों का opcode should be different.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
because
Yes.
your destination is different. Na? It is move A and move B, right? Destination is over here is A. Here the destination is B. So processor should be able to differentiate. He has to move the data in which register? A register, B register, or some other register. So for that, the opcode for both the instruction will be different. Then on 4003, what will happen? 02. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So this is nothing but what? See, this is nothing but what? The program we are going to write in our notebook. And this 4000, 4001 and these things are nothing but what written in a memory. Because in a memory, see, whenever a processor is understanding, processor will understand the opcode. So when the program will be stored in a memory, it should be stored in a form which is understood by the processor. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Everyone is understanding what is this one and this one? What is the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, now next what we'll do? Yeah. So now we want to see the first instruction execution. how the instruction will be executed, right? So see what I told you. What I told you that in a memory these codes are written. Okay, these codes are written. Now we'll see how this instruction will be executed, right? What is the instruction execution? That is called as instruction execution cycle. So instruction execution cycle, right? Instruction, please write the full form. Instruction execution cycle. Instruction execution cycle is made up of two things, right? First is nothing but what? Fetching the instruction. See, there are two things, right? One is nothing but fetch, and second is nothing but execute. Okay, instruction execution cycle is made up of two steps. First is fetching and second is execution. Now what is fetching? Now if you have seen over here, can I say in a memory 4000, can I say this data is stored?
Yes.
Yes.
ma'am.
Now when the program will be executed, what will happen? First of all, what processor will do? Processor will read the data from this 4000 location.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, processor
Yes, ma'am.
will read the data from 4000 location, which is nothing but a opcode. जैसे ही 4000 ये जो opcode read होगा, this opcode is read and placed into instruction register. What is instruction register? Instruction register is used to store the opcode. So first, what is the first step? The data from the 4000 location, which is a opcode, will be read and will be placed in instruction register. From the instruction register, the processor will give it to decoding unit. Decoding unit. What is decoding?
To convert the signal.
Convert into hex.
Analog to
language.
digital.
decoding is nothing but what? देखो decode का मतलब ये होता है, बोलते हैं ना हम लोग को कोई कोड डिकोड कर रहे हैं, राइट? एनकोड करते हैं मतलब we are nothing but what? Giving some specific code to it, right? Decoding is nothing but what? We are trying to decode this opcode ki what this opcode is, right? See, processor को आपने opcode तो दे दिया. अभी suppose करो इसका opcode था F2, ठीक है? This F2, when it will come in an instruction register, it will be given to the decoding unit. What the processor will do? Processor will try to understand कि what is F2. तो वो है ना अपनी लैंग्वेज में वो ट्राई करता है समझने को कि what is the meaning of F2, whether it is move or whether it is add, whether it is subtract, whether it is different store instruction, the different type of instruction. Are you understanding? So decoding is nothing but what? The processor is going to understand what this opcode is. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? अभी जैसे ही decoding हुआ तो उसको समझ में आया कि it is a move instruction. Yes? जैसे ही decoding होगा, we'll come to know that it is a move instruction. Move some data in A. So what he is expecting next? A में तो move करना है, but what it wants to move?
05H.
05, right? So that means what? Now what will be next? Now the जैसे decoding हो जाएगा, the program counter will be incremented and now the data from 4001 will be read. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So that is nothing but what? 05H. So जैसे ही 05 आएगा and then what will happen? The execution will start. मतलब execution will start means what? As it the processor is getting 05, 05 will be moved in opcode. 05 will be moved in A.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Once it is done, can I say execution of instruction is completed?
Yes.
yes.
Yes. So your basically actually देखा जाए तो instruction execution is made up of three things: fetching, decoding and execution. But at this basic level you can go with fetching. I can mention over here fetching, decoding and execution. So what will happen? Fetching is nothing but what? Is a name to read. But the thing is what? Fetch is a special word used for fetching the or reading the opcode. Fetching is nothing but a word used for opcode reading. If you see over here, देखो मैंने जब 4000 से read किया, see 4000 से I'm going, processor is going to read the opcode. So
Yes, ma'am.
that reading is nothing but what? We are reading. हम लोग यहाँ से data read कर रहे हैं. But instead of telling reading, it is called as fetching. Is it clear? Read
Yes,
की
ma'am.
जगह.
Yes, miss.
When I call it as 4001, then it is read. Because on 4001, what is there? There is a data. Are you
05.
understanding the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
On
Yes, ma'am.
4000, you are reading the opcode. 4001, you are reading the data. So when you are reading the opcode, so from next onward, please remember when I say opcode, fetching the opcode means what? I'm reading the opcode.
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Clear
ma'am.
to everyone? Fetching word is clear,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
right? So fetching hoga, and then what will happen after fetching the opcode? Processor will understand what the instruction is, that he'll understand with the help of decoding unit, and after decoding, what will happen? Execution of the instruction will start. So first of all, start fetch
Ma'am,
the next. Yes.
4000 and 4001 will come under fetching. No?
No. See, 4000 will come under fetching,
Okay.
and 4001 is a read operation.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Here दोनों ही read, but when वो internal, देखो कैसा होता है मन में. अभी मुझे बताओ, दोनों ही अगर read cycle रखता तो problem क्या होती थी?
हाँ डेटा डालना है वो प्रॉब्लम.
Yes. See, अभी क्या हो रहा है मालूम है? When you are fetch, जब आपका fetching cycle execute होगा ना और reading cycle execute होगा, तो internally signals will be different. So processor will come to know, हाँ बाबा fetching है, that means क्या आ रहा है उसके पास? opcode आ रहा है, और opcode आने के बाद उसको क्या करना है? decode करना है, बराबर? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
लेकिन अगर डेटा आ रहा है तो is it any need of decoding?
नो मैम.
No.
No. अगर 05 आ रहा है तो उसको डिकोड करने की जरूरत नहीं है. But if the opcode is coming, then the processor is going to decode it. That means there is a difference. That means there is a difference that when you are fetching the opcode, the next step of the processor is it is going to decode it.
Yes, ma'am.
But when it is a read operation, it is not going to decode it. Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is going to fetch and then it is going to execute. Once instruction is completed, then it will go to the next instruction. Barabar? Clear?
Yes.
No. So this is nothing but what? An instruction execution cycle. Is it clear? Instruction execution cycle is made up of two things, fetching and execution. I hope this point is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Achha. Please remember, whenever this opcode is fetched, it is kept in
Instruction
which
register.
Instruction register.
instruction register, right? Then, sorry. Now, we'll see the next point. Now, we'll see the next concept, and the very important concept is interrupt. What is interrupt? What is interrupt? See, interrupt, as its name indicates, what it is doing?
Interrupting
Interrupting.
some process.
Yes, interrupting some. So definitely, if we two people are talking and somebody third person comes and it started talking in between, that is nothing but what an interruption, right? So that is nothing but what an interrupt. Now, what is interrupt in case of a processor? In case of a processor, interrupt is very important. when the processor is doing something, when the processor is doing something, and some another important thing has come, right? Suppose some another important thing has come. For example, see, can I say when you're doing something on on your desktop, if somebody press the reset button, what happens?
Ma'am, the PC will restart.
PC will irrespective of anything, तुम कुछ भी कितना भी important कर रहे हो, right? But is it any control is there?
No, miss.
Ma'am.
No, there is no at all control once anybody is pressing that reset. Why? Because जैसे ही reset होता है, processor stops each and everything and pays attention towards that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, miss.
Reset is an interrupt. Reset is an interrupt. So what is happening in restart button? That if restart button is there, now what will happen if somebody presses reset button? Then what will happen? Processor will stop whatever he is doing, and it will go and it will service the interrupt. Service the interrupt means अभी reset button से हम क्या expect कर रहे हैं? What is our expectation from the reset button?
To be instant restart.
Register.
To
be instant restart.
Yeah, to be instant restart. But to be instant restart में एक चीज है, देखो अब if you are doing something, उसके अंदर it happens like whatever you are doing, some part of the data is lost but some part of the data is stored.
Yes, ma'am.
आप जो भी कुछ कर रहे हो, अगर किसी ने आके प्रेस किया तो उसमें देखो fraction of time होता है, right? उसमें reset होता है. तो what happens? Behind that interrupt, whenever there is a reset button, there is a time lapsed. In that time lapsed, whatever data can be stored. मतलब अगर आप वर्ड फाइल पे काम कर आपने कंट्रोल एस नहीं प्रेस किया है तो आपका कुछ डेटा स्टोर होगा बट कुछ लॉस हो जाएगा, बराबर?
Yes,
So in response to that reset button, what processor is doing? Processor is doing some set of commands. It has to do this save karo memory and then press and then restart the system, right? So that is nothing but what can I say again? What processor will do when the reset button will be pressed will be in a form of some program.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And that program is called as ISR. Write down the full form of it: interrupt service routine. Interrupt service routine. What is interrupt service routine? If an interrupt is coming, then the part of the program which is executed in response to the interrupt the program which is executed in response to the interrupt is called as interrupt service routine. Is called as interrupt service.
Ma'am, you can please repeat that once.
Actually ना मैं exact बोल नहीं पाती हूँ, means I don't say exactly. Can anybody revise who has written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If an interrupt comes, then the program being executed in response to the interrupt is called internet service.
Yeah. So the program that will be executed in response to the interrupt is called as interrupt service routine. Now, so for example, this is reset button is one example of interrupt. Now, when I come to the microcontroller or processor, see, processor is doing something. Processor is doing something, but I want that, suppose karo ki there is a temperature sensor which is connected. I want that the temperature sensor will take the give the reading to the processor after every 1 minute. Is it my aim is clear? There is a sensor which is going to take the reading and give the reading to the sensor after 1 minute. Can I say after every 1 minute, what should happen?
Processor is interrupted.
Read.
Yes, the processor is going to interrupt. So what will happen? The processor is doing its own operation. Okay. Now over here, the interrupt comes. Okay, either interrupt आ गया. If the interrupt will come, what will happen? Whatever the processor is doing currently, तो current execution को, current instruction को complete करेगा. See, in some of the processor, it is varying. कोई करंट साइकिल को एग्जीक्यूट करता है, कोई करंट इंस्ट्रक्शन को एग्जीक्यूट करता है. दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन अ प्रोसेसर टू प्रोसेसर और कंट्रोलर टू कंट्रोलर, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल देखो होना क्या चाहिए, वेन एवर इंटरप्ट कम, वो करंटली जो कर रहा होगा ना, बस वहां से वो स्टॉप होगा. एंड व्हाट विल हैपन? What will happen?
Reset.
Come to IS.
The program flow, the program will move to
IS.
ISR. See, यहाँ पे क्या लिखा होगा? Sensor reading. Are you understanding? Yes. So what will happen? My main program, whenever suppose करो 1 minute हो गया, interrupt will come. The processor will stop what it is doing and then it will move to ISR. ISR में what is written? Sensor को read करना and then it is going, the processor is going to store the data of a temperature reading. वो होने के बाद once ISR is completed, where the program will come back
To the next line.
Yes, if it is I, then this will be I plus 1. Are you understanding?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if program is interrupted in between, so it will jump to ISR. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, how the processor will understand that we have to go to next instruction set in this address location? Ma'am, how it will be remembering that?
Yes. See, yes. Very, very interesting question you have asked. See, what will happen first of all? See, can I say PC? What we have seen. What is PC?
This program counts.
Program. What program counter indicate? What is the next instruction?
Next
to be
instruction.
Right? So whenever the interrupt is coming, see, interrupt is a signal. Okay? Interrupt is a signal. Whenever that signal will come, what will happen? Actually, what happens if after every instruction execution, end में interrupt check होता है. Okay? If the interrupt signal is 1, what will happen? The program counter will be loaded with which address?
ISP address. ISR address, yeah.
Are you understanding? ISR address. ठीक है? So, see, and one more thing. अभी देखो एक और important चीज है. इसके पहले actually there is a big step in interrupt, right? Big step in interrupt. What will happen? See, अभी suppose करो interrupt आया on location 4002. ठीक है? 4002 complete हो गया, right? It is expected that it should execute 4003. But what happened? Interrupt has come on 4002, right? और suppose करो ISR का address है 6000. So what will happen? My PC will be loaded with 6000.
Yes, ma'am.
See, it is expected that it should have 4003. See, जब मैं 4002 execute कर रही हूँ, can I say PC is pointing to 4003?
Yes, sir.
PC points to the next instruction to be executed. So when I'm executing 4002, PC is pointing to 4003. But 4002 पे interrupt आया. तो first of all, क्या होना चाहिए मुझे बताओ? ISR address load होने के भी पहले क्या होना चाहिए? We are missing one step.
The data, that 4003 address should be saved somewhere.
Very good, right? So this 4003, which is nothing but, can I say it is an old PC?
Yes, ma'am.
So this must be stored somewhere. Right? So normally it is stored on a stack. अभी वो stack क्या है आपको मैं बाद में बताऊंगी, but it is a memory. आपको ध्यान में रखो कि it is stored somewhere, right? So old PC is stored. Old PC is nothing but what 4003 is stored on a stack, or 4003 is stored somewhere, and then PC is loaded with 6000. So the what will happen? जैसे ही 6000 load किया, program flow change होगा.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, over here somewhere on 6050 or somewhere the program will be completed. Now can I say when the 6050 पे program complete हुआ, तो now it is ended. Now it should come back where?
The next line that
4003.
4000.
It should come back to 4003. अब मुझे बताओ वो 4003 पे वापस कैसे आएगा, उसको कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा?
and with the help of stack memories.
Yes, with the help of this we have stored it ना 4003 somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, तो जब हम यहाँ पे ISR के end पे आएंगे ना, तो we'll write some instruction so that your PC, the old PC will be retrieved.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Is it clear? Is Mihir? Is it my answer is clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Is it
Yes.
what you asked is same na?
Yeah, ma'am.
Right?
Yes.
So actually I was not going in depth because बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, right? धीरे धीरे मैं आना चाह रही हूँ. So see what I said. What is interrupt? What is interrupt? Interrupt is an interruption to the processor. ठीक है? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Interrupt is an interrupt. Like even though, like for example, आप मोबाइल में कर रहे हो, right? You are अभी देखो आप YouTube देख रहे हो, ठीक है? But suppose WhatsApp message come, what happens?
Interrupt.
That is an interrupt, ना? अभी देखो new provision आया है, right? I've seen that you can answer in a floating mode also.
Yes,
ऐसा
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
update आया है, right? You can answer in floating. पहले option नहीं था, right? But now we have an option, right? Now, so that is nothing but what an interruption. लेकिन अभी वो फ्लोटिंग मोड वाला, वो वाले इंटरप्ट में और ये वाले इंटरप्ट में क्या डिफरेंस है? वो इंटरप्ट में ऐसा हो रहा है कि इट इज नॉट कंपलसरी. मैं चाहूँ व्हाट्सएप देखूं, ना चाहूँ ना देखूं, आई कैन सी आफ्टरवर्ड्स. यस,
Yes, ma'am.
राइट. सो दैट इज अ डिफरेंस.
Yes, ma'am.
इट इज एन इंटरप्ट. क्लियर? अच्छा, यूट्यूब है, यू आर वाचिंग एंड द फोन कम्स, देन
तब तो बंद करना पड़ता है.
Permanent.
yes. Again you have option. If you don't want to pick up the phone, it's your choice, right? But can I say if you pick up the phone, your YouTube will going to stop?
Yes, ma'am.
So that
Yes,
is
ma'am.
interrupt.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Right? So that is nothing but what an interrupt. So what is interrupt? Interrupt is an interruption, but this interruption is for good purpose. For how it can be good, that we'll see. What is the benefit? That we'll see. So I'll just revise this and I'll stop over here. What I said, interrupt is nothing but what? If you can interrupt the main program, you can interrupt the main program and you can do some other operation. So in a main program, if the program is executing and if interrupt is coming at particular point, then what will happen? The processor will stop doing that and it should go to ISR or it should service the interrupt. Service the interrupt means what? Interrupt आता है तो it should do some operation. So it should do some operation. That operation is written in terms of program and that program is called as? That program is called as? What is this? This program is called as?
ISR.
It's
ISR.
ISR, interrupt service routine. Once ISR is completed, the program should resume where it has stopped.
Next memory location.
The next memory location. For that, PC plays a very important role. When the interrupt comes, the PC should be stored somewhere. That is nothing but a stack.
Stack.
And then the ISR address will be loaded in a PC so that the program flow will jump to ISR. Once ISR is executed, at the end of the ISR, the old PC will be retrieved from the stack and hence the program will resume to the main program.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is nothing but about interrupt. Now what we'll do, right? See, मैंने interrupt बताया, ठीक है? I have told you interrupt. Now what you will do?